So welcome back to this video series where you are learning some beautiful weekly tips and tricks and exercises to discover how to do what you love. So last week we looked at our tendencies and the kind of environments that we thrive in or don't thrive in to get some more clarity around who we really are and what kind of life will we love. Because these kind of questions are the things that people overlook, spend literally zero time looking at, and then they find themselves in job after job or creating business after business or offering after offering that again doesn't make them feel happy. So let's continue on this path of exploration, and this week we're going to start looking at weaknesses and strengths. It is so important to uncover what your zone of genius is and then allow yourself to truly thrive in it. And when you know what you're really good at and what comes easily to you, your work just opens up and becomes that much more easy because you will prioritize doing the things that you're fantastic at, that other people might struggle with and that come easily to you. And you will look to begin to deprioritize or delegate the things that don't come easy to you and that are essentially your weaknesses. So to begin this topic, you've just got a really simple task this week. All you need to do is go and gather every little bit of feedback you may have had maybe even since you were a child. Do whatever feels fun to you. So I'm talking about if you have ever done a psychometric test for a job interview, dig out that report. When I dug out a report of mine years ago that was from 10 years previous, it was actually, laugh out loud reading, because it was so obvious I was doing completely the wrong jobs, going for completely the wrong kinds of interviews, and trying to pretend that my weaknesses were my strengths in order to get a job that my brain thought I should do because it was well paid, and all those kind of reasons that will always push you off the path of doing what you love. And so dig things like that out. Also, if you don't have access to anything like that, even school reports can be really interesting here for you to begin to pick out and not allow other people to tell you what your strengths and weaknesses are, but to see the different feedback and help it to inspire you to ask yourself, what am I actually genuinely really not thriving at? And what actually does come easy to me? Take these things that you find, whether it be psychometric tests or feedback from annual reviews or even school reports. Take it and ask yourself. Don't let other people tell you what you're good or bad at. Ask yourself and ascertain what's really true here. And all I want you to do is use them as a way of answering that question. We're essentially asking ourselves this week, what are my strengths and weaknesses? And then again, write down your answers in your journal. Start to get to know who you are. And the last thing I was going to say is, if you don't have access to those kind of things, that's absolutely fine. In which case, I would send an email to friends, family, ex-colleagues, people that you know, love and trust, and that you feel you can ask this question to, and say to them, you can say, I'm working with a coach, I'm doing some inner discovery work, I'm doing some career development, and I just would love to know what you think my biggest strengths are. And get that feedback from other people. I've done this twice in my life over the years, and it has been astounding to see the same top 3 things come up all the time. And I really was quite oblivious to what my strengths were because we're just too close to ourselves. We're right in front of our own face, and there's no way that we can see these things. We need other people as our mirrors to be able to mirror back what they see as we go about the world. So that's your job for this week. Go and find out your strengths and weaknesses. Get all the answers in your journal and come back next week, and we're going to carry on this journey of inner discovery, self-realization, and getting you to the point that you are also doing what you love too.